everyone.
This is Inbox.
I'm Grace.
I'm Pierre.
I'm Mehak.
I'm Ibo.
Today we are going to show you the largest toothpick sculpture in the world and go to the Auckland glass factory.
Also, we're going to show you a San Francisco leather store and take you to a beautiful garden.
That sounds great. Are you looking forward to watching it?
Yes, that sounds great. Let's go.
Let's go.
Hello, 你好.
Bonjour, mademoiselle. Today's show is all about art.
It's about 3 artists around the Bay Area doing different kinds of art in wood, leather, and glass.
Hey, Mehak, Ibo, what are you doing with those toothpicks?
1, 2, oops.
Ibo!
Will you two pick those up? Let's look at the true master.
Ronnie and Aurora picks up the story at San Francisco's Exploratorium.
Welcome to Rolling Through the Bay, the world's largest kinetically engineered toothpick sculpture. 111,389 and a half pieces of toothpick, 9 feet tall, 9 feet wide, 3 feet thick, and it has ping pong balls that take different tours through San Francisco, and they all end down at the bottom.
San Francisco artist Scott Weaver has been working on this colossal sculpture for 41 years. It's so large that you can play games through it. As you can see, even delicate things can be very strong.
I can hit this whole sculpture, turn it up on its end, and it'll still hold its shape. Hold that.
Visitors, especially children, are fascinated by Scott's art. Scott began his own art when he was a child. He admits it was almost accidental.
When I was 9 years old, I made my first structure on a little piece of cardboard and spray painted it gold. I don't know why gold. It was just cool looking.
He may have started small, but he definitely dreamed large.
So every day I'd get home from school and work on my sculpture before my mom got home, and it just brought me a lot of happiness.
And Scott picked the most unusual medium, the toothpick.
Toothpicks are just some little small household item you clean your tooth with. I like to use it for art.
Family relationships inspire Scott. He shows the birthday times of his family on the Ferry Building's clock.
Clock tower, which has the time my mother was born, the time I was born, and the time my wife was born.
Scott's art has been featured in print and TV worldwide.
Of all the billions of toothpicks ever made, these are the lucky ones. They found their way not between teeth, but into the fingers of Scott Weaver, who makes them part of bigger things.
Scott has been doing toothpick art for almost half a century. As an artist, he has no formal training.
I never went to college for art, and I've always loved to create. And so that's my background, really teaching.
Today, Scott is a showman. His toothpick palace, his showplace. It's his passion.
Now I'm 57 and I'm still doing toothpicks. But there's multiple years in the time of building my big one.
Scott's art today is anything but traditional. Exploratory curator Karen Wilkinson calls it a combination of science and engineering.
I mean, it's outrageous. It's huge in scale and, just filled with things that mean something to him. But also, when you see visitors interact with the work here and with Scott, it just fills people's imagination with, whoa, I can't believe this was even possible.
So you were born on Valentine's Day? And I was born on leap year. In building my toothpick art, I sometimes use different toothpicks for different reasons. Some I use from different parts of the country.
And from at least 10 different countries around the world.
This one came from India. There's some that came from Spain. There's one here that came from Italy. There's some here from Japan that have, I love these because they already have the little design in them.
Toothpicks for Scott. They have built the bridge from his dreams to reality.
All I wanted to do is make people happy, and it's happening now.
That was fantastic. I didn't know we could use toothpicks to create art.
Yes, Pierre, we can use lots of things.
Coming up soon, we will bring you to a glass blowing studio. But before that, let's meet an amazing artist who works in leather.
In a world where so many products are machine-made, it is a joy to find anything made by hand. Let's meet a leather artisan. Her name is Beatrice Emblard. April in Paris is perhaps San Francisco's busiest leather store, and certainly one of the most expensive.
Good morning, April in Paris. This is Beatrice. How can I help you?
Beatrice Emblard is an artisan. Her handmade leather designs are unique. Her handbag creations can cost thousands of dollars. The leather is from France. To make sure she gets the best, she personally buys from the tannery.
The grain is, if you can see it on this skin here, there is kind of a bigger part of the grain here. And if you're familiar with stingray, or what we call in French galucha, that would be an imitation of that print.
And she offers exotic animal patterns too.
So you have two different colors, two different sizes. And when we get those skins, these we don't have any particular client for. I just wanted to get some things that we could use to create our own design.
Even a logo, a honeybee, comes from her American nickname. Emblard trained at the exclusive leather designer Hermes.
So working for Hermes was probably the best thing I could have ever done. At the time, it was a very small company. There was only 200 of us working in leather, so a little more individualized training. And I was able to learn pretty much everything.
Her arts and her skills became legendary. Her style, superb. Damien Le Capelin is a fashion expert.
You know, you can tell she's heavily influenced by the fact that she's worked at Hermes and she'd made bags for Hermes in that construction.
I had people walking into the store as I was working alone in the store asking me if I would teach. Same thing.
But she just turned them down at first. But that changed when Bee's daughter Amélie left home for college.
I started teaching the first person after work, so I started by doing 2 hours here, 2 hours there. Next thing I know, 5 months later, I had 10 students. And here, we need to add a quarter inch on the bottom here.
All learning from a Western craftswoman.
You know, we use really good quality leather, even for the students, because I really believe that the better the leather, the better the quality of the piece will come out, and the students will pay a little more attention if the leather's good.
Andrew Link has been studying here for a year.
I've been working with leather for about 4 or 5 years and just really looking to kind of expand, you know, what I was doing and kind of diversify a little bit. And
Bee imported her French standards for eye craftsmanship when she came to the United States.
What's happening is very organically, there's a renewed interest in craftsmanship in this country.
And there should be 4 of them in there?
After doing business here for over 30 years, Bee has comfortably settled into the Bay Area fashion industry.
My passion is my work. But today I love my work as much as I did when I first started, and actually probably even more today.
Amélie Emblar, Bee's daughter, grew up around her mother's work.
I didn't really choose to. It sort of fell into my lap to work with leather.
Now she offers her own leather designs.
I'm trying to give her more responsibility, eventually have her take over.
I definitely want to continue working side by side with my mom until she decides that, you know, she's over it, she's done. But I think we have a few more years to go.
So now you know leather is not only used for jackets, right, Ivo?
Yeah, this is a whole new world I didn't know before I met Bee.
Coming up next, let's check out how to turn glass into art. Right after that, we have a flower show for you.
You know, glass is such a part of our everyday lives. I always forgot it can be an exciting art medium too. Look at this.
Wow, it's just gorgeous.
Can I take a look?
Just kidding, Ivo.
Like leather and toothpicks, glass is art too. Hot blown glass is stunning to see. Amber Wing went to Auckland to see how it's made.
Take a step into Sloburn, a glass studio, and it feels like a sauna. The heat of the gas fire oven burning over 2000 degrees. Beautiful art being shaped by artist breath. This is hot glass, and Brian Goldenberg loved every part about it.
Just being in art my whole life, and then I found the fascination of the instantaneousness of glass.
He's been doing this for more than 20 years. At Sloburn, Brian and 3 colleagues stayed a ballet among the fires.
It's all orchestrated dance moves and things like that when you're actually making the glass.
The studio hum with work.
We could do up to 50 a day. What Ian's doing over there is he's starting the piece, adding the color with the fresh gather there. And then he'll start the piece by adding the color and then popping on a bubble.
Brian is a labor of love. He is fascinated by the color and endless possibility of the modern glass.
And getting the satisfaction of the piece being finished and putting away into the kiln and then coming out and having a whole, plus the transparency of it, just the whole optical effect of glass is just pretty amazing.
The fire here burns 24 hours a day. The electric bill alone runs into several thousands of dollars every month.
You're really in the moment and for that particular time in a piece.
But he never rushes his art. And he never knows how long any piece will take to make. Brian is especially inspired by the color.
My favorite color is purple. Well, it's a very bright, vivid color.
He loves the way different hues blend together and harmonize in unexpected ways.
Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. Look at the color. Bright turquoise. Gorgeous.
Gallery showcase his work. Julie Ochas manages a Berkeley stained glass garden.
These are one of our most popular gift items during the holiday season. He does his classic shape really well with more of a modern aesthetic with his color choices and things like that.
Hot glass is a melted sand and formed into a specific shape. It's Brian's specialty. Brian, also a teacher. Ron Peter is a construction worker, and he's one of Brian's private students.
It pays off to bring gifts, but he's a great teacher.
It's not always what you know, it's who you know.
And then I think I try really hard, put my heart into it.
And then it was my turn. What are we going to do today?
We're going to start off with a couple of simple objects. We're going to start by making a flower. Probably make a little cup and a bowl, playing with some colors too.
Great, perfect, let's do it.
In and out, perfect. We just tap and turn, getting these colored granules of glass that we call frit on there.
It is hot and feel like dangerous. Oh, watch out.
Those tweezers, be careful, that black area is hot.
I feel like I'm baking on the beach on a hot summer day. I really need an ice cream right now.
Faster, and then it's going to spin out like this. Keep turning real fast. Lift up. Stop turning. Stop turning. All right, now let's get back into the bench, okay? So by not turning, gravity and the sound waves allow us to get those waves in there, right? Nice and parallel with our piece. Drop it in.
This is gift for mom. Yay!
I should join Brian's class. That class would make some great gifts for my friends too.
Don't go anywhere, we promised you a flower show, remember?
Hi, Abel, what's up?
Nothing much. Where did you go?
We were down at the San Francisco Garden Show. It was so beautiful.
Yeah, it's like a pop-up museum for the flowers. As we left you today, we have one last look at art.
The art of flowers.
Hey Grace, I have something for you.
Oh, thank you, Yibo. It's so beautiful.
Yibo, where's my flower?
Don't worry, Mehak, I'll get one for you.
Aww.
We hope you enjoyed our show, the artists and their unique work. That's it for Inbox this week. I'm Grace.
I'm Pierre.
I'm Mehak.
Hey, don't forget me. I'm Ibo. See you next week.
Here is an update to a story we brought you earlier on Inbox. You will recall that we went to the art studio of Chinese-American artist Pop Joe. We watched him creating his art tribute to San Francisco, part of the fundraising Art on the Streets show for San Francisco General Hospital. Well, look at it now!
Wow!
It's art in Union Square, delighting San Franciscans and tourists from all over the world.
If you'd like more information about the places we visited on today's show, here you go. If you'd like more information about Scott Weaver's Toothpick Sculptures, you can go to www.rollingthroughthebay.com. If you'd like more information about Beatrice Amblar and her shop, April in Paris, that's at 15 Clement Street in San Francisco. More information there at www.aprilinparis.us. Brian Goldsberg's Slow Burn Studio in Oakland can be found at www.slowburnglass.com. And finally, if you'd like more information about the San Francisco Garden Show, you'll find that at sfgardenshow.com.